Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the voting of the World Stage 1991 final. I didn't even try to say 1980 something. I'm progressing. And yes, with Liv, who will give the following points: 7 to the United States, 8 to New Zealand. Groot did vote. Actually, I will not spoil it. You can see that later. 10 to Chile, and the first 12 to Lithuania. Grandma should start looking for interval acts, I imagine. Victor from Chad submitting Chad music, giving 7 to Argentina, 8 to Israel, 10 points to Benin, and the 12 to Serbia. And thank you for 2 points to Switzerland, by the way. Now, Yere is here as well, voting for Bangladesh, 7 to Bangladesh, 3 to Latvia, their first points, 8 points to Macedonia. While I have everyone here, should I just drop the FYR Macedonia and just have them as North Macedonia everywhere, even though it is not historically correct? 10 to Switzerland, thank you a lot for that, and 12 to the United States. Ivanik will also vote, giving a 6 to Antigua, 5 to Japan, their first points, 8 more to the United States, 10 to Italy, and 12 to Lithuania. Yeah, I will say Macedonia, but like on the website, should I have them as North Macedonia everywhere? And it's now Famicom Guy voting. The most tasteful person here, of course, giving 5 to Uruguay, 4 to France, 8 to Ethiopia, 10 points to Chad, and 12 points to Serbia. So Lithuania is in the lead right now, at the moment. David will also vote for more to Lithuania. I'm not spoiling anything, but Lithuania is currently in the lead. 8 to Bosnia and Herzegovina. 10 to Chad. 10 more to Chad. That's 2 10s in a row, both from mods. And 12 to Antigua and Barbuda, which surprises nobody. John, eternal pain and suffering. Well, sorry for your non-qualification. I gave you 8 points, so, don't blame me. 6 to Scotland. Thank you a lot for that. 8 more to Lithuania. 10 to Argentina, and 12 points to Bangladesh. Lithuania is 5 points in the lead right now. Nebujosta will give 6 more to Scotland. Thank you. 8 to Brazil. 10 points to the United States, putting them second to last. What am I saying? Second. Just second. And 12 to Argentina, putting them first. 7 points ahead of Lithuania. Yeah, of course, Lithuania. And it's Patrick P voting, giving 6 to Brazil, 8 to Greece, which was lower than I expected actually, 10 to Argentina, and 12 points to Chile. Yeah, Greece was a lot lower than I expected before these 8 points. It's basic Yosh. I will not attempt to read the hiragana here. I cannot read hiragana. Yosh gives 5 to Switzerland, thank you. 8 to Chile, 10 to Uruguay, which was a lot lower than I expected. I think those 5 points were all from me. And 12 to Argentina, putting Argentina on 72 points, ahead of the United States was 46, which is a difference of almost 30 points. Wow, that is a big lead. Alex will vote next. 7 to Japan, 8 to Indonesia. Whereas France? France is super low. That's surprising to me. 10 to Bangladesh, and 12 more to Argentina. Argentina is almost 40 points ahead of the United States, half, well, double. I mean, not the United States is half of Argentina. Okay, more than half now, with the 7 points from Dr. Seger. He gives 8 to Israel. Yeah, RG landslide, absolutely. It seems like it's going to be a landslide. 10 to Chile, who are doing very well for a repechage qualifier. Second, it could be the next La Notte Vola. And 12 points to Indonesia. Chris will vote 6 more to Argentina, 3 to Scotland, thank you. 8 to Brazil. 10 to Chad. Chad got 3 10s. And, well, obviously more points, but over half of its points came from 12. And 12 to France. Now, finally. Ultra Disco Panorama is voting 4 more to Chile. Look at that. Well, maybe. Maybe the Indians could also be La Notevola. I mean, there are 2 slots in the top 3, so both could be La Notevola. He also gives 8 points to Russia, 10 to Italy, and 12 to Lithuania, putting Lithuania back into second. By the way, regarding the predictions, I do not have a way to make the predictions calculate stuff the same way as on the spreadsheet. So you will have to wait for that a little bit. Anyway, Moro is voting 6 for Switzerland, 4 to Scotland. Thank you for that. It's 8 to Russia, 10 to Bosnia, and 12 points to Latvia, which were last, which is shocking to be honest to me. Well, Jeremy will give 7 more to Chad, putting it third. 8 to Chile, putting it back into second place. 10 to Israel. And 12 points to Greece. It's very close on the right side and on the left side, except for Argentina, which is way ahead of everyone else right now. Mike gives 7 to Czechoslovakia, 6 more to Argentina, 8 to Bangladesh, 10 to Latvia, 12 and 10 in a row, putting them safely away from last, and 12 to Macedonia. Oh, we still have so many jurors to go. It could all change. Felipe gives 4 to Argentina, 8 to Benin, 10 to Lithuania, and 12 to Russia. That's surprising, actually. Krishna will give 1 to Switzerland. Thank you. So I suppose you did not dislike it after all. 4 more to Argentina. Lithu- 8 to Latvia, 10 to Lithuania, which is now on 77 points, and I can say that number, and 12 points to the United States. I almost said 67. Wait, I just did. Never mind. Fireburst is voting, giving 7 points to Spain, 8 to Italy, 5 to Scotland, by the way, thank you for that, 10 to Bangladesh, and 12 to France, which was 8 in the odds, by the way. And it is now tied for. Never mind. I don't care to calculate it. Veteran voting, giving 4 to Scotland. Thank you. 8 to Serbia. 10 to Bosnia. And 12 points to Indonesia. I don't remember what the host city is, actually. Roto is voting. 6 to Japan, putting them away from both Japan and Spain from last. 8 to Uruguay. 10 to Argentina. And 12 to France. Again, France is now on the left side in just three or four voters. It went from like from few. Anyway, family mom, my mom was voting as well, giving one more point to France, and seven to Bangladesh. By the way, eight to Switzerland, 10 to Chad, and 12 to Bosnia and Herzegovina. And Groot is voting right after my mom, giving one to Hungary, two to New Zealand, seven to Indonesia, eight to Bosnia, uh, 10 to Brazil, and 12 points to Bangladesh. I feel like everyone knew that 12 points was coming. AJ. AJ will give 7 to Indonesia, 6 to Ethiopia, 8 to Greece, uh, 10 to Uruguay. Bangladesh surprise winner. I would be up for that, to be honest. That would be hype. I love surprise winners. And 12 to Brazil, and 10 to Uruguay. And Jeffrey gives a 7 to New Zealand, 6 to Uruguay, 2 more to Chad, which puts them into, well, second, but now third, because 8 points go to Brazil, 10 to Greece, and 12 points to Israel. And Argentina has been blanked a lot in the past couple of voters. It's Matt House, giving just 2 points to Argentina, but 8 points to Scotland. Thank you. 4 to Switzerland as well. Thank you. Uh, 10 to Macedonia, and 12 points to Serbia, which is on the left side now. I guess Serbia knew the scoreboard knows the scoreboard from both sides now. Declan is voting in the final. Hype. Not even I know how he voted. 8 to Scotland. That's very tasteful. 10 to Japan, which is no longer last. But 12 points go to Switzerland. Ooh, that's very nice. Thank you. Andy from Antigua and Barbuda. I really like the Antiguan flag. I think it's really good looking. Uh, he gives 6 points to Ethiopia, 5 to Scotland. Thank you. 8 to Argentina, 10 to Serbia, and 12 points to Russia. Again, that's actually quite surprising to me. I did not feel like that. Did not feel like an Andy 12. Okay, I will annul all points for Lithuania now. All points for Lithuania are now annulled. Anyway, Grandma gives 8 points to Spain, 10 to Greece, and 12 points to France. But I will laugh react that message anyway. I'm going to pin it as well. While Aya is voting, giving 7 to Czechoslovakia, 8 to Japan, uh, 10 to Spain, and 12 points to Greece. And by the way, thank you for 4 points to Switzerland. Bassi will vote. Zuna's dad, who always votes before Zuna, as tradition demands, giving 7 to Switzerland and 2 to Scotland. I know why I like our parent voters. 10 to Uruguay. Oh, yeah, Chile has fallen. Wow, yeah, Chile is a lot lower than it was. It's barely hanging onto the left side. And 12 to Chad. Yasmin will give 5 to Ethiopia, 6 more to France. France, on the other hand, has climbed a lot. It was third from the bottom, and now it's threatening to join the top uh, five. I forgot how to count. And he also gave 8 to Benin, 10 to Brazil, and 12 to Serbia. So yeah. And that means Brazil is now on triple digits. And I forgot to announce that Chad is also on triple digits. And Jimis will vote too, giving points to Spain, 8 of them. Latvia with a 10. And 12 points to Uruguay. And 7 to Argentina to pull them ahead of Chad. Marco will vote with 7 more to Argentina, 8 to Switzerland. Well, I'm glad he returned for this specific final. 10 more to Chad. Chad is looking to be finishing in the top 3. It, it's one of the best results for a debuting country. And 12 to France. Again, look at France. The odds were not underestimating. Well, knock on wood, because maybe they were. We are only halfway through. Louise will give 2 more points to France, 5 to Switzerland. Why? Thank you. 10 to Lithuania, uh, and 12 to Scotland. I knew why I liked having him around. Thank you. Uh, Kvastapok, Ivanik's sister, will give 7 to Russia, 8 to Czechoslovakia, 10 to the United States, and 12 to Hungary, which was lost and is no longer lost. And also thank you for 4 points to Switzerland. Thank you, my sister. Yes, Ivanik, indeed. Next we'll vote. 7 more to France. 8 to Brazil. 10 points to Uruguay. And 12 points to Israel. Oh, Alex's dad is voting too, giving 2 more to France. 8 to Serbia. 10 to Brazil. And 12 to Chad. Chad has proven to be a very popular song with parents. It got 2 points, 10 points from my mom and 12 points from both Zuna's dad and Alex's dad. Harry will give 5 to Scotland. That is very nice to see. 8 to Japan. 10 to Bangladesh. And 12 to France, putting France fourth, and 7 more to Chad, which means Chad is only 32 points behind Argentina. Chad could win it. There is a lot of points to go yet. Carla will vote, giving 3 more to Chad. 7 to Serbia, 8 to Bangladesh on triple digits now, and Serbia is on triple digits now as well, and Uruguay is on triple digits now as well. 10 points to Spain and 12 points to Brazil. I see someone is actually quite happy with our results. But Carla did blank Argentina, so Brazil is only 20 points behind now. And Hendra will vote, giving 7 to Latvia, 8 to Italy, 10 points to France, and 12 points to Czechoslovakia. Joe will vote as well, 6 more points to France. France is threatening to finish third now. 8 to Antigua and Barbuda, 10 to Indonesia, and 12 points to Latvia. Meanwhile, look at Chile has fallen off a lot, and Bosnia has fallen off a lot. But let's see what Eric has in store for us. He'll give 5 to Chile, 7 to Latvia, by the way, which is on triple digits now, 8 more to Lithuania, 10 to Benin. Hey, I was calling the next volley to hype up the voting to make it more interesting, so you don't expect the outcome. And 12 to Greece. TMG. Let's see the votes from TMG. 6 to Switzerland. Thank you. 5 to Hungary. Hungary is no longer lost. New Zealand is now lost. You would think that New Zealand's fandom would have saved it more. 10 points to the United States. And 12 to Greece. And 8 points went to Serbia, by the way. And Greece is on triple digits now as well. Garbo from Uruguay will vote, giving 7 to Italy, 8 points to Spain, 10 to Lithuania, and 12 points to Latvia. Elda will give 5 to Scotland, thank you. 6 to Benin, putting them on triple digits. Israel with an 8. The 10 points will go to New Zealand, which means New Zealand is not lost. Hungary is lost once again. And the 12 points go to France, putting France into third. Finally, they've been threatening to take over Chad for a long time, but they have taken over Chad. That's not a good phrasing. Anyway, Leos is voting. The first Leos votes in ages, giving 5 to Scotland. I'm glad to have you back. 8 to Lithuania, 10 to Brazil, and 12 points to France. France is 1 point away from finishing second, and it could still realistically win it, you know. Georgie votes as well, giving 8 to Lithuania, uh, 10 to Brazil, and 12 points to Spain, which puts it on triple digits. Well, I'm not going to shut up because of the songs that I would really be happy with it winning, actually. And Maria is voting as well, giving 2 more to Brazil, 8 to Bangladesh, 10 points to Scotland. Thank you. Scotland is in triple digits now, and on the left side. And Czechoslovakia gets the 12 points, and it is now in a triple tie for 11th. Here's Phil voting too, giving 6 more to New Zealand, 4 to Macedonia, 2 to Japan. Someone is not happy with the results at the moment. At the bottom, 8 to Scotland, though, thank you. 10 to Indonesia. And the 12 points will go to Hungary. Someone's really not happy with the current bottom 3, I imagine. Wow, we have a triple tie for last place at the moment. Eden will vote as well, giving 8 to Italy, 10 to the United States, and 12 points to Uruguay. And 7 to France. Yeah, 7 to France too. Allendale giving 5 more to Argentina, 6 to Brazil, 8 to Russia. 10 points will go to Antigua and Barbuda. And the 12 will go to Serbia. Very based. Asterios. I feel like I know where the 12 points are going. We'll give 7 to Greece, 8 to the United States, 10 to Lithuania, and 12 to Hungary. Oh, yeah. Well, when I saw the 7 to Greece, I realized that I don't actually know. But I did expect Hungary to finish like very high for you because you've been hyping it up so much. Anyway, on Petunia, we'll give 5 to Scotland. Brilliant, thank you. 4 to New Zealand, which is now tied for last with Macedonia again. 6 to Argentina. 6 to Argentina. 8 to Israel, 10 to Japan, and 12 to Uruguay. Wow, that is a lot of stuff to say. Spooty will vote. One of the last voters will give 8 to Scotland. Nice. 10 to Uruguay. And 12 points to Italy. The resident Italy hater gives points to Italy. And Karen will also vote, giving 2 to Scotland, 6 to Brazil. Well, that is now, we will see, but it is now decided, yeah. We will see where everyone else finishes, though. 8 points to Hungary, though, 10 to Serbia, and 12 to Russia. And we will have the final votes from. I mean, there can be more than one resident Italy haters. Anyways, Zuna will vote. Important votes: 7 to Russia, 8 to Israel, 10 to Czechoslovakia, and the 12 points will go to Switzerland. Ooh, nice. Thank you. And with that, we conclude the voting. Argentina wins it. Let me post the announcement. First back-to-back winner. Okay. Okay, we are done with that. Yeah, it feels like the 70s are coming back. Now, we will go to the repechage. We all remember that Sweden finished in 8th with 167 points, but with 172 points in 7th place was Antigua and Barbuda. The 70s are coming back, not 80s. You cannot use the Estonian flag here. It is not a valid reference. In 6th place, with 172 points as well, was Hungary. With 180 points in 5th place was New Zealand. With 182 points in 4th place was Chile. With 187 points in 3rd place was Japan. With 193 points in 2nd place, we had Ethiopia. And with 204 points winning the repechage, we had the United States. Oh, by the way, I should show you the predictions. Here's how the predictions for the repechage looked, because we can now see that on the website. And you will be able to see them on the website as well. Most people predicted. Yeah. You were an Ethiopian unbeliever, indeed. Everyone was an Ethiopian unbeliever except Patrick, who was the closest to its actual result by predicting it to win. Okay, now we will go to the first semi-final. In 9th place with 150 points, not qualifying by a margin of 2, was South Africa. So no, Fireburst, if you hadn't voted, Ghana still would not have qualified. I made sure to check it because you repeated it so much. And it with 171 points in 8th place was Portugal. With 180 points in 7th place was Ethiopia. And with 181 points in 6th place was Ukraine. Now with 198 points in 5th was Bangladesh, which finished in a pretty good position, 15th in the final. So you can see that, well, it didn't barely qualify, but like it did not drop that much. With 199 points by margin of 1 point was Macedonia, which actually did not do anywhere near as well as Bangladesh in the final. Look at the jump, however, almost 50 points jump with 247 points. In 3rd place was Indonesia. With 298 points in 2nd place was Lithuania. And with 322 points in 1st was Uruguay. But that is a very powerful top 3. I mean, look, Lithuania, Indonesia, and Uruguay all finished top 7. Yeah, 41 out of 50. Yeah, that Uruguay was a very popular entry. Okay. Yeah, actually, Uruguay feels more like a third place in the semifinal that finishes top five in the final. I agree with you, Asterius. Anyway, semifinal two, which I would argue had no losers because everyone finished in triple digits here for the first time ever. With 164 points in ninth place was Sweden, which might I remind you, in the repechage, uh, uh, was eighth, barely qualifying. I need to reveal all of these results again. Uh, Antigua and Barbuda in eighth place, which qualified just barely. Then, with 174 points in seventh was Hungary, which did qualify from the repechage as well. And with 183 points was New Zealand, which also qualified from the repechage. With 186 points, by a margin of 3 points, was Switzerland qualifying. Then, with a big jump to fourth, 218, was Italy. Then, with 222 points, was Greece. With 232 points was Benin. And with 243 points was Serbia. Let's go to the third semifinal. With Sweden got third most 12s, but yeah, Ireland and Sweden both got a lot of 12s, and then they did not do very well in the other point categories. Well, joint third because this is tied for first, and then we skip second because that's how equa places work. I don't remember the proper Latin name. Joint places. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Anyway, semifinal three. I've been yapping for way too long now. In ninth place with 141 points was Austria. With 150 points in eighth place was Laos. With 163 points in seventh place was Egypt. Should have qualified. And in sixth place was the United States. With 197 points in fifth place, however, was Russia with 200. I'm sure this could create some sort of diplomatic incident. Spain was fourth with 214 points. In third place, we had Israel with 229. With 244 points in second was Brazil. And winning the semifinals, Bosnia and Herzegovina, but just 2 points. So Brazil finished second and second, while Bosnia finished 20th, undeservedly. Okay, the fourth semifinal. Because I'm very tired of talking, I need to get through this. My mouth hurts more than when I. Okay, ninth place with 134 points in semifinal four was China. Then in nothing. When I talk too much, you just assumed a lot. You just tend to assume a lot, people. I was going to say when I talk too much. Anyway, in eighth place was India with 147 points. Then in seventh place with 168 points. In seventh, I said that already. I need to finish this. Japan was in seventh. Chile was in sixth with 171 points. Then with 187 points in fifth was France. But we also had just 44 voters. This was the semifinal with the fewest voters. And the final had 58 or 59. So we had like 14 more voters. It's the same thing as La Notte Vola. 58. Thank you, Eden. Thank you. Yeah, France finished higher in the final, but so did La Notte Vola. I think this is the La Notte Vola of 1991. Anyway, Chad finished fourth in the semi-final and sixth in the final. Very little drop. Latvia finished third. Then Scotland finished second. And Czechoslovakia won it. That is, well, at least Czechoslovakia now has a show win, a semi-final win, almost as they're about to disappear. Anyway, I'm finally done. Thank you everyone for attending these shows. Thank you everyone for attending World Stage 1991. I will see you all for the soundtrack special draw on Monday because I am tired of talking and I need to stop this recording now or I will die. Bye bye, everyone.